What do we got? We on? Let's try it again. Refresh. Come on. Let's go. Hey, we're streaming. All right, we're up. Let's see if anybody comes in. Goddamn mofo, motherfucker. Pardon my profanity. Cheers, guys. Alright. I gotta bring that closer. Just sitting in, chilling, waiting for somebody to show up. What's up, Diesel? What's up, dudes? What's going on, guys? Please don't forget to click the like button. I'm just kind of doing like an after Jay Young stream. Man, I don't like these earbuds. These things are awful. I got a set of Bose earbuds that are phenomenal. So Diesel, did you see any of the live stream that Jay Young was putting on? I didn't get a chance to watch it yet, Diesel. I'm gonna have to go see that. Yes, Drews. That stack of hundreds was legit. I'd be waiting outside his shop for him to come out the door. He read, apparently he read an email of mine that I sent to him, and then he read, I sent him a letter with a license plate off of my brother's pickup truck. My brother passed away in February, and I sent him the front license plate off of that truck, and I told him that I would be honored if he would put that up in his shop, and he made sure to read both the email and the letter. He asked me first, but I mean, he read those on his stream, which was pretty awesome. Yeah, it brought a tear to my eye. He will. He even showed the plate off in the live stream. You know, he pulled it out and he said that he just got it in the mail today. That was the front license plate off of my brother's truck, and it was involved in the last accident, the last drunken driving accident that my brother had. And the reason I sent him that particular one was because he talked on a live where he talked on a video about his struggles with addiction, and it really it really hit me right here, and I felt kind of a connection with him, so I sent him that plate in particular, just because his story really made me feel connected in a very a very direct way. Thank you, Diesel. I appreciate it. I felt a real connection with him both for that, and also because I really appreciate the community that he's helped to build here with the Big Six, and with Justin Dow, and with all of us. I feel like there's this growing community of tool enthusiasts, and it's building something that's more than just about tools. My subs are picking up a little bit. I'm up to about 66 or so, the last I checked. Hopefully, I can get some more here fairly soon, because I'm still waiting for 100 subs so that I can send out these two ratchets and the spark plug sockets that I want to give away. And then after that, I'll probably be giving away some cooler stuff for the later ones. I gotta start building up my subs. Very soon, Drews. What I have to do is I gotta connect the carburetor completely, and I have to get the bike running so that it can get all of the engine oil out of the crankcase and up into the oil bag, and then I can drain it. Because right now there's no way to drain it out of the crankcase. Bob, no, my name wasn't connected with him in any way, and I just felt the message that he was putting out was it connected to me really on a deeper level. In particular, it was his video where he talked about his struggles and the things that he had been through, and with all of the things that my brother had been through, it made me feel really connected to him, and in a way that I didn't think I was to anybody else on in the YouTube community. That's okay. No worries. Those are pretty nice, Diesel. I'm not gonna lie. I got an El Cheapo set of the spring-loaded snippers, or the strippers. Those things are awesome. I love them. I used to use those, like the really cheap flat ones, the stamp steel ones, but those are terrible. But those spring-loaded ones are legit. I connected with a guy. I'm straight, just so you know. There's no gay rolling on here. I got nothing against that, but that ain't me. Cheers, guys, by the way. Picks I got, pry bars I need. I'm thinking about some van pliers after that. But I think probably I think probably my next acquisition is going to be a set of like the probably the U.S. made Craftsman pry bars with the striking cap. Those things are awesome. I don't really have like one specific recipe for moonshine. I've made a few different types. I prefer corn. Corn moonshine is legit. I am already subbed. It's very strange watching myself reply to stuff that's in the chat room like 12 seconds later. Very weird. Drews, it's not that hard to make. So, make moonshine out of beans. What the fuck, man? Beans got sugar in it. Bob, I'm a sub to you. I still have to watch your videos. No, seriously, Drews. You can make alcohol out of beans. Beans have sugar in them. And I don't judge about like, where you've been and the things you did in your past. It's all cool here, bro. Bob, I haven't yet, but Jay Young said he was going to send me a set of the Harbor Freight picks. And Bob, I just subbed you. So you should be up to 8 subs now with me and Drews. I just bought a really, really cheap set of snap ring pliers off of eBay. I think they cost me like $6. Fucking phone! In the words of Justin, the Snap-on tool junkie. For picks, I went over to Lowe's because they're like 5 miles from my house, and I picked up a set of the Cobalt picks. That's what I usually use. They're cheap, but they get the job done. You and me both, Drews. I need money. Cash money. Yeah, that's... If they're Snap-on, that's not a bad price. Amen, Drews. You and me both. I saw that, Diesel. Those are nice picks. Yeah, I need money to finish working on the Sportster, and I need money to work on the boat, and I need money to finish the upstairs in the house, and I need money to fix the truck, and etc., etc., etc. You should, Diesel. I would love to buy myself a bunch of Snap-on tools, but I'm not a tech. Hey, what's going on, Knox? Booyah! The boat is a 1969 Slickcraft 15-foot runabout, and it's got a 69 Johnson 55 horse two-stroke, and the original Shoreline trailer that came with the whole package when it was sold originally in 1969. Diesel, if you checked out my last video, you would have seen, like, I did a flash by of the boat, and I was like, hey, I need to work on this too, and I gotta pull the carburetors out and clean them and sink them and shit like that, and gotta do an interior. Yeah, it's not a big boat, but it's pretty nice. Hard Knocks, I did a live stream of brewing, and it was like 3 hours long. Oh, Diesel, I bought the truck like that. From the look of it, I strongly suspect that it was off-roaded really hard and rolled like more than once. There are 3 beach ball sized dents in the roof. Knox, I got beer. Knox, where's your moonshine, man? Fucking start drinking some pie. Bob, I got it for $3,300, and it's an O2, and it had 8,200 miles on it. Oh no, not 8,200. That one had 128,000. Sorry. It's the bike that has 8,200. I know, Diesel, right? Actually, I showed that one to somebody who has, I think he said he's got an '05. It's a yellow one. Pretty much the same truck, and it is spotless. I showed him the pictures of mine, and I was like, yeah, this one's kind of beat up. And he's like, no, that gives it swag. Ooh, trans issue. Hard Knocks, on the video where I show off my bike, like finally turning over, I do a drive by of the truck, and you should see the passenger side of the bed, dude. It is destroyed. Hard Knocks, mine has no trans issues. It's got body issues, but no trans issues. Bob, that there were some in '02 that had the third gen body style. It was a transition year. I think it was like half model year or something. If you think changing a transmission in a Dodge is as easy as changing windshield wipers, good luck with that. Let me know how that works out for you. Yeah. Diesel, I think it got rolled and stuck between two boulders. That's my guess. When I bought the truck, the guy I was buying it, well, the shop I was buying it from, they were like, oh yeah, all it needs is a bed. And I'm like, why? The interior volume of the bed works just fine, and I don't give a shit what it looks like. It's a work truck. Who cares? Yes, the Dodges with diesels have a heavy duty transmission. I'll tell you what transmission to watch out for, Hard Knocks, is the General Motors 700R4 automatic. That's a fucking piece of junk. I wouldn't piss on that thing to put out a fire. No, no, no. General Motors 700R4. My father had one. And in 180,000 miles, that thing had to be rebuilt 5 times. He blew a seal. I'll thank you not to ask into my personal life. Cheers, guys. Damn, I'm gonna need another beer. It's a good thing I have a 3 draft beer system in my kitchen. Yes, I have 3 beers on tap in my kitchen. Oh, settle down, you. I've always been a Dodge guy since I was like probably, I don't know, 8 or 9. Chevys are a reasonable substitute, but I prefer Dodge. The only thing about Dodge is I think like their looks, their visuals can be hit or miss. I always prefer the looks of the General Motors, but as far as like the mechanicals, I've always preferred Dodge. Warm natty ice? Ugh. Gross. Sorry, I'm a craft beer guy. Well, homebrew guy. That sounds pretty awesome, Docs. If I actually had any money, I'd buy one off of you. Drews, I have been a Dodge guy pretty much my entire life. Yeah, yeah. Diesel's prepping to go to Germany for Beer Fest. Oktoberfest! Du Stoffel! I drink the nut ice. Pontiac Aztec. Nice. Okay, I need a beer. So I'm going to take you guys out into my kitchen. I'm going to show off my 3-tier draft system. Here we go. Alright. So here we have the 3-draft system. 3 taps. I think I'm gonna go for a double bock. German double bock. Well, it's more like an American double bock, but it's a German beer recipe. Here we have it. 1 double bock. No. No, my ceilings are about 8 foot, maybe 9. And my door is probably 6.5. Yes, Bob, that's correct. I'm 5'6". I'm a little guy. And yes, I actually have a rotary dial phone on the wall in my kitchen. Much better. That is true, Hard Knocks. I'm not going to lie. I'm an actual real life leprechaun. Diesel Drag Specialties is they're one of our aftermarket distributors. We get a bunch of stuff from them. See, it is Drag Specialties. Bob, not all gingers are Irish, and not all Irish are gingers. I can't explain it either, Knox. Although technically it's only 5 watching because one of those 6 is me. I don't know why YouTube does that, but there it is. I'm Irish and ginger. As I keep telling people, I got the O'Clearys and the Kellys on my father's side, and the Brays and the O'Hares on my mother's. I'll bet that was fucking weird, Diesel. Drews, I'm a little Mick. Beaner is a Mexican. Wait, you're Mexican, but you don't speak Spanish. Is that possible? I am French Canadian, Irish, English, German, Polish, Austrian, Russian, and Native American. No Spanish here. And no habla. The only Spanish I know would probably get me murdered in a Mexican neighborhood. So Diesel, it's backwards. Yes, Drews, I am full-blooded American. Knox, what are you, Canadian? Eh? Cheers. Damn, I make good beer. I may have seen some naked before as well. Back when I was a teenager, I made a trip with a junior high school group to Quebec, Canada, and goddamn, that was back when I actually still spoke French. Ah, voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir? I've been to Rangeley once. Bob, go to Montreal. You'll see a lot of them do it. For the record, Montreal has more strip clubs per capita than any other city in the world. Yes, I know, Bob. They do that in Montreal too. And in Montreal, it's not hands off. In fact, it's not anything off in Montreal. Apparently so, Knox. And yeah, they do like happy endings too. See you later, Drews. And yes, Montreal is fucking crazy. Woo, yeah. Cheers again, guys. We used to have. What the hell was the name of it? There was a Danish health club in one of the towns near me, and they ended up getting busted, and there was a huge fallout from it, and the police chief from that particular town was involved, and it turned into a shit show. Like, local politicians were getting indicted. It was crazy. No, it's a lot more than that for me, Diesel. Oh. I know, right, Knox? I wish Montreal was that close to me. I'd be going there every damn week. God damn. I need more tattoos. Why do I have to... Why do I have so much shit I gotta spend money on? God damn it. I brewed a Belgian-style IPA, which is currently in the fermenter and bubbling away nicely. Some Belgian aromatic malt, some Pilsner malt, lots of Bavarian hops. It's going to turn out nice. Bob, it's actually a lot cheaper to brew than it is to buy beer. IPAs are like just like any beer. Any beer to brew is fairly easy. IPAs tend to be a little more expensive because they use a lot of hops. True story. Liquor is a lot cheaper to make than to buy. Nice. And I mean, theoretically, it's a lot cheaper to make than to buy. Jameson is okay, but I prefer two gingers for Irish whiskey. I'm more of a bourbon guy than an Irish whiskey guy. Bob, I definitely think he would. Bushmill's pretty good. Johnny Walker is awesome, especially like the black label and the blue label. The upper crust, as it were. I don't know when Jay Young's birthday is. I have a couple of stories about Jack Daniels and some Okinawan karate masters that would make you laugh. Indeed. May the fourth be with you. And tomorrow will be Revenge of the Fifth. So, as for the story about Jack Daniels, This is going to make you guys laugh. I have an uncle who is a third degree black belt in Weichiru Karate, which is an Okinawan style. And he was teaching me for a while. And when he was testing for his black belt, there were some Okinawan karate masters who were touring the United States, and they just happened to be doing so at the time that he was getting ready to test for his black belt. So they were at the dojo, and he was going through his test. And the way that they would do the test for Okinawan karate is he would have to do his kata, and while he was doing his kata, he would make a move, and he would have to hold a position, and the guys would come up, and they would strike him on both sides of a limb 3 times each. And if he was still standing at the end of the kata, and if they deemed him strong enough in his form, then he would earn his black belt. And he apparently, when they struck him 3 times on the side of his neck at one point, he blacked out. And when he came to, he was still standing. So when he finished the whole thing, I mean, he passed, obviously. So at the end of the night, they were all hanging around the dojo. The doors were locked, and I was there, and everything was cool. Everybody was hanging out. And the Okinawan guys, one of them breaks out a bottle of Jack Daniels, and they all start taking swigs off right out of the bottle. And one of the guys holds the thing up and he yells, "Jack Daniels!" One of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. 802, there's a lot of different ways you could go. Phones can be okay depending on the phone. I know like iPhone 7 and iPhone 6 have really good cameras. Like I know Joel, the Snap-on Tool Review, uses his iPhone 6 for all of his vlog stuff and all of his video stuff, honestly. And it's got really good video quality. There are a couple of different brands, like I think Canon, Nikon, and Sony are all really good for vlog cameras. You can do like, the all-in-ones. You can also do like a what the hell do you call it? That little tiny friggin' thing that's waterproof. I don't even remember the hell. I can't recall the name of it. I don't know why. But there's a lot of good cameras that you can do. I would just recommend doing an external microphone because most of the internal microphones are junk. So yeah, pretty much like a bunch of all-in-ones, or if you really want to get expensive, you can do a digital SLR that does video in high def. Those can be pretty good too. So it's a lot of matter of preference. I would say watch some of the check some of the videos, check the video reviews. And when you're watching the reviews, when you're looking at the reviews, make sure you watch videos of guys who are using that particular camera and see what you think of the video quality. And that'll give you a good indication of whether or not it might be good for your particular style or what you're trying to do with it. Indeed. Always carry a spare key. Yes, Bob, I read. At least you were face first in gravel and not water. Just a thought. Very true, Knox. Very true, Knox. Water doesn't breathe all that well. Also doesn't run in engines very well. Hydrolock sucks. Mine too, Diesel. That's what I use for all of my recorded videos. Live stream, I use my laptop. For all of my recorded videos, I use my phone. It'll do for now. I gotta get something better. Hard Knocks, I had a woman pass out on me during sex. Twice. Same girl. Bob, I use my phone for a video of that too. Bob, she was really, really drunk. And I'll be honest, the video was hilarious because one of the times she was like, I have an Android phone. My phone is pimp. Oh, jeez. She drank a lot. No, my phone is pimp, man. That shit is gold. Look at that. Bow. Look at how skinny that is. Hard Knocks, you better get an 8S. Bob, that's probably going to happen because that would be a little awkward to have out there forever. What's going on, Juan? I thought you were going to bed. Jeez, Juan, you staying up just to watch me? Starting to think you got a man crush, bro. I'm just joking. Messing with you, bro. Barley, barley, barley. It is 11:56 here. I gotta hit the head. I'll be right back, guys. I'm not bringing you with me for this one. Alright, I'm back, guys. True story, Knox. I can't jump. I'm a little white guy. Twerker, 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 twerker. Diesel's wrenches are doing all the twerk. That is probably true, Bob. And Bob, if you feel like a monster next to me, you ought to meet my mother. I feel like a giant next to her. My mother is 4'10". Yeah, Bruce is a fucking giant ape. No lie, that dude is like fucking gigantic and covered in hair. Twerk wrench. Nice. I know the feeling, Juan. I'm redoing the upstairs of my house. Cell phone signal? That's crazy talk. Bruce is a giant. Speaking of cell phone signal, I quit this fucking job. I guess Bruce has been sick and busy. Yeah, Jay Young said he was sick and busy. Apparently so, Knox. Just saying. He's so sissified. Last time he was on my live stream, I told him I'd put him over my knee. Just saying. Yeah, he did say that. Bruce is doing his ASEs. But I guess he was sick too for several days. Or at least that's what Jay Young was saying. That is true, Knox. Bruce might get all excited and then he'd just like spurt all over the place. And considering the size of him, he'd probably spew a lot. I'd apologize for the language, guys, but I work in a Harley Davidson shop in the service department, so this is par for the course. You just kind of have to get used to it. No, I wasn't on that one. I used to lift, but that was several years ago. Back in like 2008, I was working out regularly, 5'6", 165 pounds, and I was fucking jacked. Like, my shoulders were an axe handle across. I had fucking huge guns. It was crazy. There's Hard Knocks, Bob Kinsey, you, 802 Diesel. Who the hell else was here? I know somebody else was here, but they left. I lift beers all the time, man. 12-ounce curls. Actually, this is 16-ounce. Woo! Yeah, it's looking like 10 out of the next 15 days are going to be rain here. That's right, Drew's Auto was here. And one of the guys that it's showing watching is me. I don't know why YouTube does that, but they do. Artificially inflating the watching count. Who knows? Diesel, good luck offending me. And thank you for your service. "24 ounces of freedom." Nice. God bless our Marines. Hooah! My oldest brother and my second cousin were both active duty Marines. Somebody else just jumped in here. Who is here? One, two, three, four, five. It said 7 for some reason. I don't fucking know. What rails from Gear Wrench? I I would not have been good in the military, just for the record. But I wouldn't have been able to go in anyway because I had more than 2 medical waivers that I would have had to sign, and they would have told me to go fuck myself. All right. Sounds like a good idea, Diesel. Nice. What's up, Matt? One, I have some tool truck tools, and I have used some. They are nice. I have tools from every tool truck except Gear Wrench and SK. I have Snap-on, Matco, Cornwell, and Mac. Only a few of each, but there you go. And don't forget to hit the like button. Please, thank you. I got a couple of Mac tools. They're not bad. I like Mac. I mean, they're rebranded like Matco, but you know, whatevs. And Cornwell too. All I gotta say is any tool that will do the job is worth the money. Hey, I have the locking 3/8 flex head Matco ratchet, and it's fairly newer, and that thing is legit. I also have a flex head Cornwell ratchet, and that thing is questionable. I also have some Craftsman ratchets. Some No, I don't have any Blue Point. I have some Craftsman made in USA ratchets from back in like the early 80s, and those things just keep going and going and going and going, and those things are bulletproof. So again, the name brand is not what's important. It matters if the tool does the job. Yes, Hard Knocks, it's a USA made ratchet, and that's the one I got from Dow. Yes, my Craftsman ratchets are fucking beast. That half-inch ratchet, man, you put a cheater bar, you put a 4-foot cheater bar on that thing, and it will fucking take off anything. This isn't even Craftsman Pro. It's just the regular Craftsman USA stuff. Like I said, man, you put a 4-foot cheater bar on that thing, and it will take off any bolt that you could put it up against. Nice, Diesel. Tits are good. That's not really a surprise, Matt, because Stanley is Mac. True story, Diesel. Yes, one. When I use my tools, I use the shit out of them. Hard Knocks. Stanley also owns Mac. Yes, indeed. Bob, they're apparently they're bringing them back to the USA, and the Craftsman stuff is starting to get more legit. That's the word I've heard on the street. I haven't experienced it myself, so I don't know. Bob, there's a lot of places that are carrying it right now. Sears and any Ace Hardware store. Hey, Hard Knocks. You know how you were talking about Bruce talking about roids and working out? I got a picture that you'll get a kick out of. This is back when I was working out. Hard Knocks. This is what exercise, coffee, and Corona will do for you. Man, the glare on that is awful. So let's try this again. Yeah, that's just. I can't fix the glare, I'm sorry. Just take my word for it, I was fucking jacked. That dude was a man. This fat bastard? That dude was a fucking man. Hold on, Diesel. Let's do this. This might be easier to see. Still the glare. God damn it. There we go. Yeah, I was fucking jacked back then. Yeah, I was fucking built. 5'6", 165 pounds, and I was built like a brick shithouse. Oh, I know, Bob. My, my freckles are fucking out of control. What do you expect, man? I'm Irish. Hard Knocks. That's because dudes dudes who don't know, they don't understand that tools will bring you money. Yes, Matt. Then I started the beer, and I got fat. I know the feeling, Diesel. Bob, I need more tattoos. Bad. I only have one so far. I want to get another tattoo on my right arm to balance out my left. And you've probably never seen it, but there's a book that I read. And it was called. What the hell was it? It was the first book in the Cold Fire trilogy. It was called Black Sun Rising. And I want the cover of that on my right arm. My left arm is a custom piece. It's based on Assassin's Creed, but I had it modified. Cheers. Juan, that's the best kind of job. Because it doesn't feel like work. Hard Knocks. I'm an old guy who doesn't look good in a bikini. I haven't played Assassin's Creed in 3 or 4 years. The last one I played was Revelations. We should do that. We should definitely do that, Diesel. It's tough for me because I have to plan at least a month ahead. One, yes, Assassin's Creed is a game series. Lobster! Yeah, boy! We'll have a good old fashioned Maine clam bake. Clams, lobster, scallops. Some good shit, bub. You go down this fucking main way there, bub. We'll fucking hook you up. Yeah, kid. Hard Knocks. I played lots of games until I was getting ready to buy a house. Then I realized I needed to buckle down, work a lot, save some money. Diesel. I remember when the Atari 800 came out. That was 1982. Yeah, I had one. Actually, no, I'm sorry. It was 1981. My parents bought my brother and I a brand new Atari 800. And then my uncle was a part of North American Pirates organization, and he broke fucking codes on a shitload of software, and we played like $3,000 worth of games that we never paid for. So far, I've had Atari 800, NES, Super Nintendo, um, N64, PS1, PS2, PS3, Xbox 360, and a Dreamcast. 802. The Atari controller had a joystick with one red button. Nice. Somebody else just pop in here? Hard Knocks, you ever played ColecoVision? Nice. NES is awesome. 802, I bought two new tires because it still has the original tires on the bike, but they're about as soft as roller skate wheels. So I would trust them maybe from here to the stop sign. That's about 50 yards. True story, Bob. King Koopa! Um, there's one that I can think of that I think is in. What town is that in? I think it's in Elliott, but they're not online at all. They're strictly like show up. $600 for a blown up YZ250 in pieces? Fuck that. That's fucking highway robbery. What is that guy smoking anyway? Diesel, your buddy's not going to be doing a whole lot of body work on a dirt bike. Street bike, maybe. Depends on the bike. Hard Knocks. If it was in Tennessee, it might have come with a toothless blowjob and a bottle of moonshine. Juan, they're out there, but typically people are asking a premium even for the ones that need a rebuild. Keep your eyes out for like a late 80s, early 90s Sportster, and you might be able to get a good deal. Sounds like a good plan, Diesel. They're still going to ask a lot for it. I'm not going to lie. Matt, that's a matter of practice. Juan, mine, I paid more than it was worth, and I paid $1,800 for it. If I'd found one that somebody didn't have a sentimental value for because of a dead family member, I probably could have picked it up for about $1,200. Apple pie is dangerous. Cheers, guys. Matt, apple pie is apple cider and apple juice mixed and then mixed in with moonshine. It's fucking deadly. And it's very, very dangerous because it goes down like water. Hard Knocks, I cut my drinking teeth on pure corn moonshine. So. Very true, Bob. Don't light a cap full of moonshine on fire above the pot with moonshine in it, or it may set your beard on fire. Just ask Knox. Hey, Knox, how are those burns doing? Just asking. I have a beard. It's kind of short right now because I trimmed it off not long ago. Hard Knocks, apple is a fruit. Just throwing that out there. Yes, I know. But apple is a fruit. The fact has not changed. So apple pie moonshine is technically apple pie brandy. One, Matt is saying that everybody in here has a beard except you. Yes, I know, Bob. You could blindfold me with dental floss. I'm fucking tired, man. It's 20 minutes of one. I'm fucking tired. I gotta crash, guys. Yeah, my beard was like 7 or 8 inches long, and then I trimmed it. I was like, fuck it. All right, guys. I think I am on my way out of here. Hope you all have a good night. Have a productive day.